Hello, and welcome back to my channel where we focus on productivity and optimization through keeping things simple. Today we are going to talk about my job. I love being a realtor and I want to discuss about why you might want to be one too. So don't change the channel if you want to hear the top 10 reasons why you should be a realtor. Number 1, you have always been drawn to entrepreneurship and business ownership, but didn't really ever feel the call to just one business. We see this all the time with realtors, and a real estate business is many different businesses in one. No two realtors' businesses look exactly alike, so you can really create it in your own image. Another reason that people do this is because the capital needed to start many different businesses is high, but a real estate business is one of the lowest barriers for entry that exists in the business world. And when you're self-employed, you can really function with just yourself and your devices for a really long time. You really don't need to look at hiring or even getting virtual assistants or anything until you get much bigger. And that takes the weight off of your shoulders as a business owner for sure. Number 2, you are a problem solver. Real estate transactions are like big puzzles with many different factors and contributing to the complexity of each transaction. You have the principals, you also have the principal's agents, title underwriters, neighbors, transaction coordinators, the inspectors, and the other principal's family members, and sometimes even more. And that's really just the people factor. Each home is also unique with its own quirks and deficits, and each contract has really different terms to manage. I have been known to compare a real estate transaction to a game of chess where you are not allowed to touch any of the pieces, and not everybody even necessarily wants to play chess, but you have to make it happen. Number 3, you are a good communicator. You can talk to people easily and establish rapport without much effort. You can also explain complex ideas and break them down into really manageable bite-sized pieces. This is a great skill. And you are also really good at conflict resolution. Real estate transactions always had conflict of some sort, and you are often the person who plays the go-between for those bits of conflict. Number 4, you are very self-disciplined, or you are good at creating systems around accountability that work for you specifically. When you are self-employed, accountability and discipline need to really be your two best friends, or else you're going to end up freedom and flexibility in yourself out of a paycheck. We see this all the time in real estate. People get into real estate for freedom and flexibility only to fail without ever really gaining traction. And when it comes down to it, a successful real estate business is about consistency over time. It's really simple. It's just not easy. You need to learn to quickly prioritize activities that are income generating or supporting to those income generating activities, and understand that until income is coming in, everything else is fluff. If you are not naturally a self-disciplined person, then you need to create systems around accountability that work for you. Everyone is really different, and that's a video for another day. But if you'd like to learn more about what your accountability type is, kind of like a personality type, but just for accountability, you should read The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin. It's a great read. It can really help you kind of master your own accountability and self-discipline. Number 5, you're open to learning and improving. Real estate is definitely one of those fields where you see many people in business for a long time who don't continue to grow. They do 12 transactions a year in and year out, for 30 years sometimes, never growing and never improving. If you're getting into real estate for the possibility of creating generational wealth for you and your family, then you absolutely cannot let this be you. You need to build a solid foundation and continue to grow and improve your business year over year if you want this to be a business that you can sell someday or even step out of. Also, real estate is a constantly changing landscape. Laws, ordinances, and legal forms are changing constantly. If you don't commit to staying on top of your education, you're potentially putting yourself and your clients at risk. Number 6, you have business skills beyond what you use in your day job. Are you someone who knows the ins and outs of high-level marketing or social media, but not using it in your day job? Many people who transition to careers in real estate do so because their current jobs do not make full use of their unique skill set. We often see teachers, servers, and even police officers transfer into real estate careers with really great success. Because this career is built on in your image, you can make use of all of your skills and really lean into things that you are good at and the things that really bring you joy specifically. Number 7, you are not afraid of failure or rejection. Real estate is rejection. You are constantly interviewing for jobs and you won't get every single one. When you are newer, your conversion rates are going to be a little bit lower and they will go up if you train consistently, but no one will get every client they interview with. Your success in this career field is largely determined by learning from your mistakes and bouncing back from failure. And you're just going after that next yes. Now, there will be losses that hit hard, so you need to be able to give yourself some space in a short window to grieve and have your pity party. Then look at what, if anything, you could have done differently, and then you really need to move on. You need to go after that next yes. Number 8, you are in a place to take risks, or you have nothing to lose. You will hear 2 schools of thought on this, and I truly believe both have their merits, but it's ultimately a personal choice. The first school of thought is that you should be in an insulated position before you make a jump into this career. Maybe you save up 6 months of your household expenses before making a switch so you know you have some runway, or maybe you're in a 2-adult household and your partner can carry the load of the expenses while you get your business going. This school of thought tends to be for those who, if they take a risk that could end poorly, they have other factors to consider in their life to keep them in a position where safety and security are top priority. If you have children, if you maybe can't do without medical insurance, things like that, you may want to be more conservative when you're making your jump into this career. There's a lot of factors that go into this, and there's no judgment. There really isn't. The second school of thought here is to jump in if and when you have nothing to lose. I have known people who get into real estate and they start producing right out of the gate because failure was just not an option. Recently divorced or widowed parents are often in this situation. We see a lot of those types, enter the real estate workforce with really great success. They need something with flexibility as the sole parent in their household, but they also need the income earning potential that real estate really offers and provides. Number 9, helping and serving others really fills your cup. I hear this one all the time from realtors. They really just like to help people. Seeing people achieve goals that they thought were previously unachievable is one of the most rewarding experiences you can have. And as a realtor, you're in a really unique position to educate people and put them on the path not only to wealth, but generational wealth, and if it's done correctly. Number 10, you are competitive and hardworking. You enjoy measuring yourself against others and working towards big goals, and nothing beats the high of reaching that goal. You constantly compete with yourself and your past self to get better or watch others and think, hey, I could do that. You are willing to put in the work to get to an end goal. Real estate is definitely a career where you get out of it what you put into it. I often tell new agents, if you are willing to work really hard for the first 5 years, you can build a consistent business and foundational systems that you can stick to. Then every year after that, your life and your career should get easier because you're going to start getting repeat and referral business. And that grows exponentially, especially if you give it room to do the growing that it needs. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you were thinking about becoming a realtor and you aren't sure where to start, follow the link in the info down below and I can connect you with someone in your local area that can help guide you on the steps for your specific area because it's different in every state, every jurisdiction. This career can really, truly be life-changing, and I know it's changed mine. I really want you to go out and win the day. Thanks, friends, and I'll see you in the next one.